Trump recently held a news conference addressing the destruction of 5 boats in Venezuelan waters, killing 20 people. Trump states they were drug smugglers heading to the U.S. However, no evidence has been provided to support the accusations. Here's the details of the conference.
Morning, with the Trump administration ramping up pressure on Venezuela with some of the most aggressive moves against a nearby nation in more than 40 years. U.S. strikes have sunk 5 boats the U.S. says were from Venezuela. Officials claim they were carrying drugs, though there is no firm evidence of that. Now President Trump says he's told the CIA to start operating inside Venezuela. Weijia Jiang is at the White House. Weijia, good morning.
Vlad, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. The CIA has not commented so far, but you're right. President Trump confirmed he authorized the agency to go into Venezuela to conduct covert action. Now he says the U.S. military may expand its operations. Hosting a dinner last night, President Trump joked about going fishing off the coast of Venezuela. In recent weeks, his administration has announced 5 strikes on boats off its coast, killing 27 people.
We had a lot of drugs coming in by water, and that stopped. In fact, nobody wants to go fishing in it.
Earlier in the Oval Office, Trump told CBS News' Ed O'Keefe he authorized the CIA to get involved due to a flood of drugs from Venezuela and criminals.
Why did you authorize the CIA to go into Venezuela?
I authorized for 2 reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America.
While hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans have come legally and illegally to the United States in recent years, there is no evidence they've come out of prisons. In Caracas, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro responded, saying there would be no regime change or CIA-orchestrated coup.
En Sudamérica, no, not war. Just peace.
The U.S. military has added about 10,000 troops in the Caribbean, including 2,000 Marines aboard the USS Iwo Jima. Trump warned it could launch strikes on land.
We are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
The administration recently notified members of Congress the U.S. is in a non-international armed conflict with drug cartels. Democrats warn the strikes risk getting the U.S. into a full-fledged war. And Senator Bernie Sanders said the president needs authority to go to war from Congress.
The president is acting unilaterally in violation of the Constitution. That's a pretty big deal.
In August, the administration announced a $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Maduro, linking him to a Venezuelan drug cartel. Asked if the CIA has authority to take Maduro out, President Trump said it would be ridiculous for him to answer that question, adding he believes Venezuela is, quote, feeling the heat, Gail.
All right, Weijia, thank you very much. Confirms he's authorized the CIA to conduct operations in Venezuela. The move appears to be an escalation in pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. CBS News' Ed O'Keefe asked the president about this in the Oval Office. Listen.
Does the CIA have authority to take out Maduro?
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer? But I think Venezuela is feeling heat, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat, too. We're not going to let this country, our country, be ruined because other people want to drop, as you say, their worst. They have given us their worst.
CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang has more on this, joining us now. Weijia, good morning. Great to see you. You know, the crux of Ed's question is that this appears to be the administration ramping up pressure on Venezuela. Is it, in effect, in your view, a move to drive Maduro from power?
Good morning, Errol. Good morning to everybody. It is U.S. policy for the administration not to call for a regime change anywhere. And the president says that all of these moves are designed to eliminate illegal drugs and illegal migrants, he says, are pouring in from Venezuela. In fact, that's what he said to our Ed O'Keefe when he talked about why he authorized the CIA to go into Venezuela and conduct covert actions. And he said there is a chance that the U.S. military, which has already surged troops there, could be striking by land, Errol. And so the president says this is all about making the U.S. safer. Of course, there are a lot of concerns about just the way the administration has gone about this. A lot of lawmakers up on Capitol Hill say they want more information, more evidence that, these strikes that have happened along the Venezuelan coast are legitimate.
Weijia Zhang with the latest. Weijia, thank you.